Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights, the final part of the hobby dinner conversation. Again, far-ranging conversation with a lot of people chiming in. Hope you can recognize the voices at this point. But this is the last one. Thanks, sponsors, Beckett Media, Beckett Grading, Beckett Authentication, ComC.com, Burbank Sports Cards, Mike Stadium Sports Cards, Heritage Auctions, Heart of the Scout Auctions, Upper Deck, Panini, and Topps. So here it is.
I have 40-year-olds that come in. You won't believe what 89 Fleer baseball boxes have done the last 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
And 91 Upper Deck Jordan boxes, the ones with Ryan. You guys, junk wax, literally, era stuff has tripled and
If it's still in the wax.
If it's still in the wax. For collectors that have come in, just the pure wax, just the opening of it, the collector, they want it more than anything since the last 10 years. It's quadruple.
How easy is it to replace now?
It's tougher and tougher.
It's getting tougher and tougher if you don't have the right contact.
But if you have gold, Skip.
It's a lot easier to replace gold than junk wax.
Oh, no.
I can tell you that. And I keep paying more and more.
So if that demand is there and it's harder to replace it and replace it, then was it really overprinted in every case?
Yes, it really was.
So where are all these cards in? Because
So
we're
if
getting
I
less
say-
of them in box.
Well, the answer is the same. It's the appearance of it. A 90 Topps factory Christmas set is worth $50.
What?
$50 seal. If you cut the tape, it's $1.50.
Yeah, but he's exactly right with what he said. You've had 30 years of people coming into the hobby wanting those same sets that everybody else has.
But they haven't wanted them.
No, they've been coming in the whole time, starting and buying that stuff. And the reason they start there is it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And you can start and build sets of all that. Over time, it just eventually finally dries up. Is open.
I talked to George Kruk a lot. He's one of the premier giant
Agglomerators.
Him and I talk a lot. We're shipping pallets to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to his warehouse, he still has 20 pallets of junk wax. I'm like, dude, you got me by 10 pallets right now. But it's still coming. There's still people who have stuff sitting in storage who are 70 to 85 years old. I get the son coming all the time. My dad died. He had a card shop in the 90s. There were more card shops in the 90s. You might think there's a lot of card shops now. If you're around in 89 to 92, there were 10x more card shops. It's not oversaturated.
Exactly. That was the means of trading. It was the only way. When you take the $50 for the 1990 Top set, do you think they're crazy to pay you $50 for it?
No, because I'm paying you $25 if you bring it to me in a collection. So why are they crazy?
No, they're crazy if they open it.
They're crazy if they open it.
Okay.
If they leave
But
it
if
alone
they're
and don't
but
collect
crazy
it,
is then
that's
there
the reverse
comes the
sanity.
collector perspective.
you can't
They
enjoy
don't
it.
care.
Yeah.
They enjoy it. Either grandma's buying it, someone's buying it. They enjoy it. It's a piece of art for them. That sealed set's a piece of art.
Right.
They're junk wax guys who collect it for the art.
They just have cardboard boxes sitting there.
Got cardboard, $87. Of $87 wrapped.
Yellow ties.
They love $87 and 87 Fleer and
It's fun for people to open something that's 40.
and they still open it. I have consistent customers at my shop by
$87.
GN.
You open
And
it
I've
up,
got guys who,
and even-
before they're shipped, come in and buy 489 Fleer packs. The other day, I got a 45-year-old guy. He goes, I know the run on 89 Fleer now to find the ripping. And he's saying, can I look at your cello packs to see if it's... I'm like, no problem. Here's a stack of cellos.
Yeah.
Go through them. Buy what you want for $6. I don't care. If he finds an error, good for him. If he finds his Ripken, oh gosh, I could have probably searched that myself and made an extra $4. But I want him to get the enjoyment out of looking at 87. The other day, I saw the guy going through my $87 pressing packs to look for a Maddox. I'm like, go for it if that's what you enjoy.
We have,
and tell your friends.
Tell your friend that really awesome packs in here. He'll buy
and
that
they
Maddox and he'll buy 10 packs for $30 and he got one Maddox out of it and he was ecstatic. It's a $4 card unless it's in a PGS 95. Now you got $70.
We have people all the time that if we go somewhere and set up and do slab on sides, we obviously are going to have a higher price point for a slab on side for a one-day turnaround. We'll have people come in there with their 88
Great.
Matt Noakes, and you're going, hey,
Why do you want
and
to?
then they're like, we'll get it back here. I'm like, all right, who's the sales rep? here?" And I'm
Why
like,
did
what do
you-
you? And they go, we tried to tell them not, and it was like,
Yeah.
it's my childhood collection. I just want it graded and
I
slabbed.
see
It's
that
like,
they're
and
not
you're just
doing
going.
it for value.
We try to get them to ship it back and say that
I
you
just
could
want
do
it in
at
a
30
slab.
day, and they're like, I don't want it to leave my site.
Yeah,
And
I want it in a slab.
Yeah, and
Black
it's
label,
crazy.
Matt.
It's
Well,
like
it's I see people in line at that Dallas card show, and I see the stacks they're handing around, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't know how some of these sales rep has the patience they have. Is I go through it, I get 6 phone calls a day for junk, and then I get people lecturing me how I had a guy bringing 1091 Upper Deck Jordans SPs yesterday saying, okay, well, should I grade these? And he wants me to go through everyone, and each one had 4 screws.
Oh, man.
I'm like, I'll submit them for you, but I can't go through them. It's not my job. I'm not a grader. That's all I tell them.
You have carpal tunnel.
Yeah, no. This finger's frozen for a reason. Every morning I can't feel this finger from sorting too many cups. So
I just wanted to admit I opened all my factory sets because
You wanted to look at the
You know
cards.
it.
Do you guys see all this happening today, like with the product being produced today?
some of the old Panini factory sets are going to be worth a lot. Some of their serial number stuff. If you find a 17 Panini Prism set, it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Heck, if you got a 2017 Prism Blaster case, you have 5 figures on your hand. Stuff is going up, and nothing has truly gone down in value below original cost since 2001. Nothing costs less than what it was when it came out. 2000, let's say.
Back to 97.
I can tell you, even 97
With
costs.
a Metal Universe or something.
Some-
Tell me
yeah.
you're going to get some of that at cost.
Yeah.
That's a new
Nothing below cost except maybe junk. 90 Tops base sealed is a $85 box.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Easily. I remember those at $2 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Those collectors are there. And who's bringing them back are fanatics and the players. And vintage stuff is stronger than ever because of the current market today.
So how do you think manufacturers today could take advantage of maybe not overproduction, but putting enough cards out there to take advantage of people to chase those cards?
They already are
They already are.
The base cards are just
left on the counter.
leaving them alone.
Can't get the breakers in 2050. That's what they're
Yeah.
printed up for the breakers.
But if Fanatics said, all right, all those cards that we released last year, if you gather card numbers 6, 8, 12, 15,
They
and
do.
19,
They've done that
What
before.
do they do for the MVPs? Skeppy's talking about something that's a little more sophisticated
Buying cards back in the
to make people think that every card has value, and in putting them together, they have even greater value.
so Fanatics says, gather up these cards. If you get 50 of player number, whatever, 168 in the set, and it's popular player, could be a nobody player. If you get 50 of that card, we're going to give you this.
They're doing that now.
Wow.
They have buybacks on MVPs.
So it goes back to the wild card days, right?
Yeah.
But here's what
No, they're buying back cards and giving customers credit. Today, yes, they're doing that now.
But he's talking about
but-
something
okay.
that would get people to
really,
think deeper.
could be going after an absolutely nobody player. So you have no idea who they're going to pick. And when they pick the player, it's sitting in a commons box. Now you're going through your commons and trying to see if you have those
It's
cards.
called Cal Raleigh.
that's where I was coming in with
Okay.
this. Yeah, it's called Aaron Judge in 2020.
But what if you get more if you get a BGS 10 or you get a PSA 9? Because now you're collecting the cards, you're gathering them instead of redeeming them.
That's what you say. You should have graded that rookie in 2017 before they started over analyzing the Aaron Judge card. That's why I have a Clayton Kershaw black chrome refractor, because I decided to grade it 10 years ago. If I gave that to David
Smart.
today, then I look at that card,
Scrutiny.
with more scrutiny.
It would drive the economics of the leaders, though. PSA would benefit, BGS would benefit. All of them would benefit because they're searching for these cards. They're selling the cards. We don't know which
That's
ones.
what rookies are for.
Yeah.
That come out of nowhere.
If you gathered a set of these cards or 50 of one card or whatever, and you got this amazing prize, what kind of search is going to happen for
Well,
those?
Skeppy's talking about
anymore.
non-rookie base cards.
Just nothing.
That's just tricky.
Can you sell non-rookie base cards? Can anybody?
I can't sell
non-rookie base cards.
Guys, just wait for us.
very,
Nobody cares.
unless they're doing
But they would care.
There's autograph collectors out there that will buy 600. It's called PTM, right?
PTM, yeah.
I sell 600 count lot on Amazon for $21.95. Basically, they buy it for TTM product.
But the 600 count lot they got, there might be hidden gems in there because
Not from.
There's some Tony Twins and George Bratz, and there's a Nolan Ryan Pacific and a Mega Card.
hidden
So
gems
they're
on
not
top,
very good.
because
There's 3 or 4
there
good
is
cards on
no-
top. You can see the video.
there's no searching or wanting the card.
You're
That's what I'm
paying
saying.
21.
And if you find these cards and you
Yeah.
get 50 of them
Yes.
and you send in all 50 to grading
Yeah.
and you get 7 of them that are 10s, you get even more back because you turned in a 10.
Wait, where are you searching for these cards at? In your own collection or just because
Anywhere.
once you start searching anywhere, those cards are going to go up in value because people know.
All cards
But
is based on the work you put in.
okay, now how many
What are
people?
you
Okay,
searching for
so
this?
this goes back to the collector.
No, I like this conversation.
Okay,
Quarter box is not worth $1,000. Trust me, I have 100.
but let's go back to the collector.
Yes.
Okay, now the collector knows that he's got 50 of those cards and he doesn't want to turn them in because he wants to hang on to those cards and collect them.
That's where your Aaron Judge you can find in a quarter box in 2018, 2019, 2020.
Sure.
Because Ron never took it out of this quarter box. So I'm going to run the Ron section because I know he has no time. The other day, someone found an 85 Fleer Puckett in my quarter section.
Okay.
Man, my stomach turned. But I was like, at the end of the day, I saw that customer. He's been in this hobby 20 years. He looks at every quarter box he can find. And 3 minutes later, I was over it because I know I'm going to find an 85 Fleer Puckett, for example. It's an easy $8 sale
But
on
we're
eBay.
back
They
in
can't find
1980.
the
The goal
star.
is to increase the demand.
People aren't hunting
demand
for cards
goes up.
like they used to hunt them. They're not.
I disagree.
No, they are.
They're not
Hunting
after
for
them.
deals in the
Black Souls values because they're hunting for that one-on-one.
They're just not hunting base. We have a massive amount of cards nobody cares about. All this time and effort that went into producing them, and they're sitting there doing nothing.
That's TTM. That's where they just want to get an autograph. There's a lot
Through
of
the mail,
cards and
yeah.
sets, and people just forget they exist.
The best cards in the hobby are the second and third and fourth year cards of guys that didn't perform very well as a rookie and they were just afterthoughts. Then 2 or 3 years later, they become superstars.
Steph Curry.
Common base card.
Is it going to
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy.
The desire for those cards came from wanting to collect that player because they became
Because
a
they
superstar
could
or, some,
be-
or they became
So-
popular.
Okay, so here's a good example.
A Mark Jackson card with
The Mark, yeah, exactly, perfect. The Mark Jackson card was
That's
a
like a
con,
30-cent
right?
card.
And the Mendez brothers in it.
Correct,
right?
because it had the Menendez. So things do cross that line into regular, normal pop
But
culture.
that had a because of something that happened.
Because
with,
there's always a reason.
right?
So
But
something
the
might
manufacturer
happen.
didn't come and say, "Hey, go search for this card."
No, they
Nobody's
never
ever done that.
Artificially make it.
Yeah,
You can't- you shouldn't
wanted
artificially.
to enhance
Yes.
the demand.
So so you're asking for a lottery ticket in the product,
Why not?
but
it's called a one-on-one.
He's
One-on-one
talking about one of those.
the discards, the cards you leave behind, trouble skeptical
People left
man,
behind 90.
that there might be some nuggets there if there was a lucky loser kind of thing.
Yeah.
the problem is once you designate those cards out, they're going to automatically go up in value. And you're not going to find them as a common.
So,
they have
so
to be
Skeppy, you
redeemed,
talking
though.
a year
They have-
later? Or are you talking about?
These aren't for resale. They have to be redeemed to the manufacturer
But-
to get anything back out.
But somebody's going to want them, right? Some collector's going to want to
Ultimately, they're going to buy them to redeem them.
Okay, well,
right?
that guy's not going to let go of his cards cheap.
You know, but the cards that Fanatics or Topps was redeeming, the MVPs,
So
they're going to circulate them back out. They're going
what you're saying is
awesome.
if you let's say Topps decides to say send us your 96 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant in PSA 8 or better, and we'll send you $3,000 in product. Now, pure commoner, they can say send me your 96 Top Marburys, we'll give you a $10 credit towards product. That's what you're trying to say. I'm not understanding it.
He's a purist. I'm a purist too. Every card should have value
Yeah.
and shouldn't be thought as a nothing. So to have something that doesn't even necessarily make sense, that makes you stop and think, you know what, I need to hold on to these cards because there's some potential in
Everything
some
else.
way
Does
that
that
we
make
don't.
the investor a little bit more of a collector? maybe.
I never had any cards I left on card counters.
I wouldn't either.
Oh, you collect them?
Oh, yeah.
That's
The
why.
question is,
always
did you
fun.
pick up the other kids?
I did. I sure did. Yeah.
But the guy that's flipping cards, he's going to go, wait a minute. All those cards I just gave away, I need to pay more attention now. I need to maybe
He
collect
would.
cards a little bit now.
He would,
Yeah.
but I don't think he will. Yet mindset is you open up and you're looking for the very best card,
As fast as you can get through it.
and the rest of them, that's why there's so many cards in the dollar box.
Yeah.
I know this is a little bit better, but I'm not going to look it up.
And you could.
Yeah, I mean,
It could happen at the
if you
time,
go
right?
back
When a
and you
product
go-
releases.
this
Could even-
particular product, 2024 product, if you go through and you find anything that ends in a 5, we'll give you a nickel for it.
Are you doing that?
Who's giving you the nickel? The manufacturer.
David, you're giving them the.
I have a jar at home.
What I'm saying is, it's how
I'll
do we
do that
create
for 58
ideas to
top.
make
Yeah.
collecting happen more? Because I think there's a ratio of non-collectors that are just flipping and turning cards. And I think that's growing
where-
faster than the collectors.
Heritage is a good example of what you're talking about. There's a no-name variation, or there's a guy's bat is facing the other direction, and then people hidden in the base card. Topps Heritage.
The super short print.
They're great too. Yeah, but a lot of those are just really a small
You have to be in the know.
variation.
You have to
Yeah,
be in the know.
but now you're looking through your base cards.
It's artificial demand.
I can't find all of the
Demands for something
Not
that was never there.
superstar, really.
If I'm looking at a random 5,000 count box, okay, I'm sure you've looked at a lot of cards in your life. When you see 6 pallets of 5,000 count boxes,
Yeah.
staring you in the face, and they're literally all mixed cards.
Right.
Okay,
Even better.
I've got guys down my throat to buy my stuff. I will not sell my cards without going through every last one. I want to go through every single card I own. I get joy out of that more than anything. If I'm selling a 5,000 count box of, let's say, all color refractors to a guy, he comes in, he's a big whatnotter, a breaker, whatever. 3,200 count boxes. I sold him 11 boxes. I know I paid a dime a piece, but I never got a chance to go through them. Maybe I went through one.
And you
went through
sold?
3. I sold them for 13 cents.
Who would do
I
that?
get
You
sick.
would never do that. I would
They're-
never do that.
Would you do that? No,
Oh,
but you got to imagine. It's
First
hard.
off, I got to complete my sets.
It's hard to imagine the amount of cards I own.
you're 14 cents.
Yeah.
But it's hard to
Maybe.
imagine the amount of cards I own. But it bothered me when I sold them.
Totally crushed.
Usually I don't,
I've done it one time.
but it was really hard.
Unbelievable.
No, he's done it one time because that still bothers you.
We were setting up at a national, me and a buddy, Scott Britt from Oklahoma City. We'd driven to the national in Arlington, Texas. We didn't have any money. We had some doubles with maybe 8 to 6. We just got there. We were trying to get everything set up. We had hotel rooms to pay for, table to pay for, a whole weekend's worth of food to pay for. I'm going, this is going to be tight. Yeah. Some guy comes by and goes, hey, I've got a 1958 Topps football set. Are you interested in buying it? I go, well, yeah, maybe. He goes, just sell it now. We're setting up. I said, I'll tell you what, shop it around the floor. And if you can't,
That also I would never do.
I
know.
I've made lots of mistakes here, but the story ends okay. So, I said, shop it around the floor. So we did. He walked it around the floor. 30 minutes later, he's back. He goes, I'll take $75 for it. And I said, it's a 58 top set. He goes, yeah. I said, okay. So I gave $75. It was like half the money I had with me.
Yeah.
It was set down there on the table. We kept setting up and getting stuff ready, and people coming by talking. And another guy comes up and I see him open the 58 Topps binder. I guess I haven't looked at it yet. And he goes, you take $300 for this? I said, I will. He gave me $300 and I don't know what was in the binder. I never had any idea. It did, but
Still bothers him.
but that paid for my weekend. It was something I had to do in 1986 that I wouldn't have.
Ounce of gold at that point.
Yeah, that's a good call. But that crushed me because I got to thinking, what if they were all perfect? You know, what if he had a whole page of Jim Brown rookies in it? What if he had all the stuff in it?
This is why I hired you.
I still regret selling my first 52 mantles for $1,800.
Yeah.
And why didn't I keep it? How much gold was it worth?
Yeah.
That's a lot of gold for that.
This was 99. I mean, they were thrash. You don't forget that kind of stuff.
Now, I had a deal with JJ here when we were little. Yeah, it was great, man. It was this little place and it was go-karts and we were all there with our friends. And back in the day, it was an ultra RBI machine of Frank Thomas. And I was a huge Frank Thomas fan, still am. He held it over my head for a long time and it booked for $75, $80 at the time. I was like, just want that card. He wouldn't trade it for anything. And we're out there. He ran out of money before everybody else. And everybody else was like, let's go one more time around. He was like, I ain't got any more money. And I came up to him. I go,
You got more money.
I will send about $5 for that RBI machine. He goes, done. And he was like, I want to have one more time around on the go-kart track. And I was like, I got it. I made a huge deal. And that was the goal.
Still friends.
And now you look back on it and you're just like, I think he won. It's like, I got it for $5 at the time, but I still win because that's my guy. It's one of my favorite hobby stories that I
have that card.
Yeah.
True collector, that we will never forget the gold standard.
You'll think about gold and money in a whole new light. Trust me.
Yeah. I don't look at it as money. Because
It's a piece of paper.
at the end of the day, it's just cardboard.
Yeah.
Cardboard's better than the green paper.
The guy who started the hobby did not want value.
Exactly.
The man in the house of cards is